On July 14, 1789, over 7,000 citizens of France stormed into the Bastille in Paris. After killing all the soldiers, they dragged the governor of the Bastille through the streets, beat him up, and then chopped his head off. His head was placed on a stick and paraded through the city. The revolution had begun. The French Revolution started with the storming of the Bastille and ending with the death of Maximilien Robespierre. It tells the story how people decided to take their destiny in their own hands, rebel against the feudal authorities, and create a new republican. Not all members of the third estate were poor. A very small group called the middle class was also the part of the third estate. This group consisted of educated people such as teachers, lawyers, artisans, and merchants. They started to question the privileges being enjoyed by the nobility. Jacques Rousseau, an eminent philosopher of that time, wrote against the doctrine of the divine and the absolute right of the king. He and others like him dreamed of society that provided freedom, equality, and opportunity of everyone. Montesquieu, another philosopher of the time. He wrote a book called The Spirit of the Laws, where he recommended that instead of the authority, it should only be in the hands of king. Government authority needed to be divided into three wings, that is, legislature, executive, and judiciary. John Locke, another philosopher of that era, is known for his famous book Two Treatises of Government that sought to disapprove the principle of total power and authority of the king. So there was a growing sense of disagreement across all of the third estate, right from the peasants, that is farmers, to the merchants. All of them wanted change. The population of the France increased rapidly from 1715 to 1789 because in 1715 the French population was just about 23 million, but in 1789 it was 28 million. The population is increasing, but the production is not increasing. So the demand rose up and price rise came in. The basic good like bread was very expensive, so that the common people were not able to afford it. The wages of the people were fixed and it was not increased as the price of the products increased, and that's why people were not have enough money to purchase the product. Even the basic product like bread, people were suffering from price rise, high population growth, and more tax. King was planning to impose more tax on the people. Poor people suffered a lot. The rich people like nobles and clergies, they don't have to pay any taxes. So all the burdens were upon the third estate people. So far we discussed that the king is not able to take the proper decision. Second, poor people are suffering from the taxes. Third, society was also divided into different groups. So there were only inequality in the society. Estate General consists of representative, that is leaders. First estate there are 300 members. Second estate also there are 300 members. Third estate consists of 600 members. Possibility was that each estate will have only one vote. That means first estate will have 300 members, but they will have one vote. Same followed by the second estate, and third estate have 600 members, will have one vote only. First and second estate join hands with the king and they will pass the motion of increasing the tax so they don't have to pay any amount as tax, and the entire tax burden will be upon third estate. Third estate demanded that there must be a change in the process. Instead of one estate, one vote, there must be one member, one vote. It is because first estate 300 members, so 300 votes will be there. Second estate 300 members, so 300 votes, and third estate 600 members, so 600 votes will be there. So basically it was based on the democratic principle of equality, and they have given this proposal to the king. But the king rejected this proposal and he said that whatever is carried out from the past will continue further and future also. So no change in the voting system. Hence, third estate boycotted the meeting and formed National Assembly in Tennis Court of Versailles and drafted constitution to limit the power of the king. This protest was led by Mirabeau. Some people were busy in framing the constitution and some people marched to the Bastille Fort in Paris, which we have already discussed in the beginning. Bastille Fort was destroyed because of the rumors that king will increase the tax. People became angry and they destroyed the Bastille Fort. The pieces of the Bastille Fort were sold in the market as a symbol of freedom. 14 July 1789, France celebrated as National Day. After this incident, the king realized that people are very serious regarding the National Assembly as well as Constitution. The king finally accepted and given approval to the National Assembly and implemented a new constitution. Now, after the implementation of constitution, there are few things that came up. Special privilege of clergy and nobles were abolished. Now clergy and nobles will also pay tax. Land under church is now under government. Because of this change, government is able to manage 2 billion livres and paid back their loans. In France, there came the Declaration of Rights of Men and the Citizen. Now, people have basic rights from birth: freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, equality, fraternity, and liberty came in. Most important was the voting rights. There was one negative point regarding the voting right, and that was voting right was not based on equality because they have discriminated the citizens in passive voters and active voters. Active voters are those who have voting rights and are above 25 years of age and who are paying tax equal to at least 3 days of labor's wages and were given as status of active voters. Then second is passive voters. Passive voters are those voters who does not have voting rights like women, children, poor people and youth below 25 years of age. These voters are voting for two bodies. The first one is judiciary, where they are voting for the church. The second, they are voting for the electors who are 50,000 in numbers. Later, those electors are elected by the National Assembly members and they are 745 in numbers. National Assembly members are controlling the executive. Executive consists of king and ministers. The most of the people of France were illiterate. To make them aware, there were so many symbols. Symbols like broken chain, act of becoming free, that is freedom. Bundle of rod stands for unity. The eye within a triangle radiating light stands for the ray of knowledge will drive away the clouds of ignorance. Spectre stands for royal power. Snake biting its tail stands for eternity. Red Phrygian cap stands for slave becoming free. Blue, white, red stands for the national color of France. The winged woman stands for personification of the law. Law tablet stands for everyone is equal before law. Louis XVI has signed the constitution under the pressure of his people, but somewhere he felt bad because his powers were limited. To gain power, he contacted with the neighboring country kings of Austria and Prussia, because some were Austrian and Prussian kings were also worried that if France people can revolt against the Louis XVI, then our people can also revolt against us. So to stop this, Louis XVI signed a secret negotiation with Prussia. After plotting, they decided to crush the National Assembly members permanently by sending armies. So crushing National Assembly members by sending armies, that was their plan. This planning was a failure because National Assembly came to know about their planning in advance. They declared war against Prussia and Austria in 1792 and many people joined army. They were singing a patriotic song, that is Marseillaise, composed by Post Roger de Ilsley. It was sung for the first time by volunteers from Marseilles as they marched into the Paris, and so got its name. Marseillaise is now national anthem of France. During that time, many clubs were formed. Major was Jacobin clubs, formed after Saint Jacob in Paris. A Jacobin club were thinking how to rule a government, what are the plans and policies, and how we can take a proper action and achieve success. A Jacobin club includes small shopkeepers, artisans such as shoemakers, printers, servants, etc. The leader of the Jacobin clubs was Maximilien Robespierre. He was a great leader who believed in the concept of equality. He brought all people together. He said to all people to wear long striped trousers. Meanwhile, the war was going on with Austria. Prussian too entered the war as an allied with Austria. The expenditure of the war raised the price of the goods. High prices and shortage of food angered Persians. On August 10, 1792, thousands of people stormed the palace of Tuileries, where King Louis XVI and his family were staying. All the king guards were killed and king barely managed to escape. The National Assembly has taken all the powers of the king and imprisoned him and his family. On September 21st, 1792, a new assembly called the Convention was formed and France was declared a republic. At that time, the France was in the hands of its people. The things got worse immediately following the formation of the French Republic. Maximilien Robespierre found that the best way to start a new republic is by executing the King Louis XVI. They put King Louis on trial and found him guilty. On 21st Jan 1793, King Louis XVI was executed on charges of treason, means betraying his own country, and same happened with Queen Marie Antoinette. Jacobins were in power and they were under Maximilien Robespierre. He brought many changes into the system. He believed in the concept of complete equality. He brought all people together. Voting rights given to all people. Voting upper age limit reduced from 25 years to 21 years. Women were not having voting rights. They will finally get in 1946. Robespierre has brought Reign of Terror between 1793 to 1794. That means he brought a very tight and strict rules and regulation for everyone. He used very harsh punishment for the people who never follows his rules and regulation. Because of so much of strictness, he became very unpopular. People stopped liking and supporting him. He used guillotine machine that was designed by Dr. Guillotine. This is what a guillotine machine looks like. Under his reign of terror, anybody who is talking against government policies were humiliated, imprisoned, treated very badly. He became very unpopular because of his harsh punishment. During that time, wages and prices of the goods were fixed, meat and bread was rationed, expensive white wheat was forbidden, all citizens were required to eat bread, a loaf made of whole wheat, no more traditional titles like Monsieur, that is Sir, Madame, that is Madam. All Frenchmen and women were called as citoyen and citizens were called as citoyennes. Churches were shut and their buildings were converted into barracks, that is camp. Later, court convicted him and he was also guillotined, that means he was also killed. After the death of Robespierre, 1794, the Jacobin Club was overthrown and France was being taken over by the middle class. That was known as Directory rule. In Directory rule, there were so many conflicts within the members, and this weakness of Directory rule advantaged to the Napoleon Bonaparte. The period of 1794 to 1804, as we have seen that women were struggling a lot to get equal status, equal opportunities. Now let's discuss about them. Most women had no access to education and job training. Only wealthier class could study in convents and later marriage could be arranged. Wages of women were lower than men. Women started political clubs to raise voice with 60 such clubs in various cities. Most famous club, the Society of the Revolutionary and Republican Women. Disappointed that Constitution of 1791 reduced them to passive citizen. That means they don't have right to vote. So later on what happened? They started a revolutionary movement in which they demanded right to vote, to be elected, hold political office and get representations in government. Women got right to vote in France in 1946, a result of international suffrage movement. Now our next topic is all about triangular slave trade. Triangular slave trade was between Europe, Africa and America. Europe was acting as middleman. They were purchasing slaves from Africa and packing them into ships and sending them into the islands in America, where they were sold as slaves to the American plantation owners. This triangular slave trade worked around many decades, but finally in 1794 all the slaves from French colonies were liberated. Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte was a great inspirational leader for its people. He started his life as a soldier and then became commander. Later declared himself as emperor. He described himself as modernizer of Europe. He implemented good laws like protection of private property, a uniform system of weights, and measures provided by decimal system. People seen him as a liberator, but later invaded entire Europe and conquered almost entire Europe. Finally defeated at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. I hope you will have understood the chapter. Thank you.